You have probably heard of the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally or Ally X. These are handheld gaming PCs that allows you to play Windows games portably. But what if I told you that a device that you have in your pocket could also do the same thing? Not an iPhone, but your Android phone with a couple of new apps that are GameNative, WinNative, GameHub, Banner Hub, and a little bit of Win later. And with these apps, this idea of gaming PCs in your pocket is becoming very, very real. And the craziest part about all this, it is completely free and open source. The power of a gaming PC right in your pocket. My name is George. Welcome back to my pocket PC, and in today's video we're going to be looking at if your Android device can actually replace a pocket gaming PC in 2026. Native Android games are really close to AAA console games in terms of graphical quality, but most lack engaging gameplay or stories unless they were ported from console or PC. Now, when you add in console or more specifically Windows emulators to the Android gaming scene, the Android gaming capabilities might be a whole lot closer to replacing a handheld PC than we thought. These apps are turning Android phones into portable gaming machines. Built on the Pluvia project, these apps let you install and play any Steam games directly on your Android phone or Android handheld. No cloud streaming needed unless you want to play them that way. Also, all of these apps support Epic Game Store, GOG Game Store, and standalone side-loaded PC game. What makes these specific apps stand out is something called known configs that is located in the settings menu of each game that you install. And instead of spending hours tweaking the settings in these apps, exiting, starting the game, realizing it's not working, then going back into settings and all of these things, the known config allows you to just download it and it automatically applies the best setup for your device and the specific game that you're trying to play. That means better performance, fewer crashes, and a much more easy experience overall. It just means less headaches. No, I personally believe Android devices could actually replace handheld PCs like the Steam Deck and ROG Ally in the next few years. And in all honesty, that sounds a bit ambitious, but modern chips like the Snapdragon 8 Elite that are clocking like 4.7 gigahertz on 2 cores and on the other 6 cores is clocking 3.7, that is incredibly powerful. And even the last gen flagships like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 are capable of outstanding performance and efficiency while emulating all of these games. And with new turnip drivers that are constantly being developed that are massively improving the performance of all of these PC game emulation. I have personally tested a few games like Far Cry 3, Spider-Man, GTA 5, God of War 4, Need for Speed. You have quite a few and they're working perfectly. And you even have stuff like frame generation that is baked into these apps. Another big advantage that they are completely free and open source, and the developers have no plans for ads and paywalls or selling your user data except for GameHub. And another thing that I want to bring up, because a huge reason for the advancement in all of these things is because of Valve and their Proton compatibility layer and FX translation software. Originally, they developed it to help Windows games run on Linux machines, and they also use it to power all of these GameHub, GameNative, and all of these things. So when Valve release all of these native ARM stuff for Steam and they're developing them, and I think you have something called, like, I don't remember, is it the Steam frame? A Steam glasses thing, like a new thing that hasn't been out as yet that runs on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, I think. So that's like one of the main reasons why they're continuing to develop all of these things, and us in the Android world, it just trickles down and it just works for us also because Android is Linux and Linux is open source. Yeah. So while handheld PCs have an advantage right now, the Android gaming emulation scene with PC games is evolving very fast, and all of these updates with all of these apps are coming in like weekly with a whole lot of improvements and changes. And with each major updates, oh god, like these apps just skyrocket in improvements and compatibility with the games they can play. So trust me, it's worth to take a look at, and yeah, we might be in a future where the only gaming device that we need is a brand new phone.